As I said in my sprint video at the end of last quarter, my project is really about making professional websites, any website that has source code available, into a rich learning opportunity for experienced web developers. Because complex code bases and source code is currently really difficult and complex to sift through, it serves as sort of a deterrent from being used as a really valuable reference or learning experience. And so my motivation is really to take advantage of the fact that there are these common trends in web design, whether that is in layout or components, and surveying, identifying, and understanding these differences and why certain implementations might work better than others for specific situations. What's been done in this area has been mostly focused on a little bit on learning from real world examples, comparing content across web pages through retargeting, but or measuring similarity between designs, but rarely about really extracting reasons or motivations or insights from these implementations. I'll be building on existing literature about how programmers learn, like code navigation, comprehension, and debugging, what sorts of learning barriers they face within this context, and what can be applied to the context of web development. And again, decomposing web pages uh, in a way that the function can sort of be reused or applied to a different situation. And so, really, it's about connecting the visual outcome and the actual code necessary, but across multiple websites. And so that brings me to sort of my research questions that are going to be guiding me this quarter, which will be how can we help someone experienced programmers learn from the comparison of implementations of similar components or layouts across multiple websites, and as well as with these similar visual outcomes, can we understand why some implementations are valuable, or what can or how can we make these implementations and insights more valuable for learners. And so I'll be focusing mainly on what a front-facing, user-facing tool will be like this quarter, rather than on a crowdsourcing aspect of identifying similar components or websites. And the conceptual contribution really is about identifying, surveying, and understanding these differences in layout across visually similar websites, so linking the source code to the visual outcome. The technical contribution will really be about analyzing visual outcomes, but really comparing and contrasting them in how the code is actually structured. And so the system is aiming to extract high-level actionable information for learners to write better HTML and CSS based on a variety of examples. And so I also aim to have a user study done by the end of the quarter with experienced web developers as my user base, and testing whether or not it's easier and more easily understood for them to try and reconstruct or learn from a web page given this sort of tool or system. And so really looking at things like time, code length, organization, etc., to measure success, whether that's in lowering the time it takes for them to accomplish a task, or whether or not they actually even feel like they've comprehended the code a lot better. And so those are my goals for winter quarter.